Hey, just in case you don't know, we have a weekly anime podcast called Rant Cafe that features me, Nuxtaku, All Day Anime, and other prominent anime YouTubers and memers. A new episode comes out every single week, and the podcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Castbox, iHeartRadio, and wherever you get your podcasts. It's also available on Twitch and YouTube. All the links are in the description, so please check us out. What is up, everybody? It's Animac here for AnimeUproar, and today I will be discussing the most recent developments in the Seven Deadly Sins story, including the ongoing battle between Demon King Zeldris and Meliodas, Elizabeth's new role in that battle, and the long-awaited reveal of Bon's sacred treasure, the Holy Staff or Sacred Cudgel, Courechouse. We have waited for over 300 chapters to see the final sacred treasure in action, and now against the massive Lovecraftian Indura that the Demon King has summoned from the demon world, Bon is finally going to show us the true power of his sacred treasure. I can't wait to talk about it all. It's all fascinating stuff, so let's get into it. If you enjoyed the 7 Deadly Sins content on this channel and you want to see more, you can leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to AnimeUproar, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Of course, in this video we are talking about the latest developments in the 7 Deadly Sins story, so this video will include manga spoilers. Please proceed with caution, you have been warned. As chapter 315 begins, the one-on-one battle between Meliodas and Demon King Zeldris continues from where we left off in the previous chapter. The Demon King yet again makes comments about how disappointed he is that his son Meliodas turned out to be such a failure. Man, is it just me, or is this guy not the easiest dad to get along with? Like, Father's Day must be super awkward. Anyway, the Demon King asks Meliodas what he plans to do now, and whether he is willing to destroy his own father and his pathetic little brother, Zeldris. Meliodas responds that no, he is going to save Zeldris and then he will disappear from this world, and that should bring everything back to normal and stop all the natural disasters and other crazy stuff from happening. Meliodas also threatens to kill the Demon King right here and now. The Demon King gets mad when he hears this, but he also seems a bit shook, to be honest, because he proceeds to grab Elizabeth and he tries to use her as a human shield against Meliodas. The Demon King says to Meliodas that he made a big mistake by bringing dead weight like Elizabeth to the battle, because he now plans to use her as a shield until he gets his original power back. However, Elizabeth proclaims that she didn't come here to be a Sakura, to be dead weight. She came here to defeat the Demon King. Elizabeth then proceeds to use Arc on the Demon King, followed by a bunch of other goddess attacks, including Chaste and Fury. The Demon King definitely isn't having a fun time taking the brunt of all these attacks, and he calls Elizabeth a little hussy. Oh, the Demon King. Classy as always. Level 99 Wamen Respecter. Meliodas then says that underestimating Elizabeth is a mistake, because in the demon world she is known as Bloody Ellie. Now, I like the fact that Elizabeth has developed so much as a character, and that Nakaba Suzuki has deliberately turned her into a strong and useful character by the end of the story. She starts out as a young ditzy teenager who is pretty useless overall, except for the occasions that she accidentally heals people without even realizing it because of her hidden goddess powers. Nevertheless, the more we learn about Elizabeth, the more we realize that she was indeed a strong, independent, and capable character in her previous lives, such as when she was Liz in Danafor, and especially in her original life as the goddess Elizabeth. The more Elizabeth regains her memories, and the more we learn about her, the more she becomes a mature, interesting, and strong character, and I really do appreciate this aspect of the story. Elizabeth is not just eye candy or comic relief. She has become a fully developed character in her own right. That said, I don't know how I feel about this whole Bloody Ellie business. From what we've seen in the past, such as from flashbacks to the previous Holy War, Elizabeth seemed to oppose killing, and she went out of her way to defeat demons like Darieri and Mons Pete without actually killing them. That hardly sounds like someone who would have the nickname Bloody Ellie in the demon world. However, it is possible that further back in her history, before she met Meliodas and realized that demons can be good, she was more ruthless, kinda like Ludoshell, or like Meliodas himself before he met her. I'm not sure how I feel about this concept of Bloody Ellie being a thing, but I'd like to ask you guys to tell me what you think down in the comments. Why do you think that Elizabeth is apparently known as Bloody Ellie in the demon world? And what do you think of her development as a character over the course of the story? The chapter then shifts to the rest of the Sins as they prepare to face off against the massive Lovecraftian Indura that the Demon King has summoned from the Demon World. When we first learned that the Demon King was summoning Indura from the Demon World, a few people in the comments mentioned that he better bring more than one Indura, because the Indura from the Prisoners of the Sky movie wasn't that impressive, and so one Indura couldn't possibly pose a challenge to the powered up Sins. But this particular massive Indura is honestly straight out of H.P. Lovecraft, and it has the horrifying ability to spew thousands of Indura spawn that will quickly spread all over Britannia unless they are all destroyed. As the Sins struggle to deal with the countless Indura spawn, Merlin reveals that she has had Bond's sacred treasure, the Holy Staff Courechouse, this entire time. She hands it over to Bond, saying that he should now be able to draw the maximum potential from it. The chapter ends as Bond takes possession of his sacred treasure, meaning that in the next chapter we will finally get to see the last sacred treasure in action. We know King uses his sacred treasure all the time. Merlin, Gowther, and Escanor use theirs pretty often, and Deanne and Meliodas use theirs once in a while. But now we will finally get to see Bond's sacred treasure for the very first time. I am very excited to see what kind of unique powers and abilities Courechouse will possess, especially now that Bond has gotten so much stronger after spending all that time in Purgatory. But seriously, what's the deal with Merlin just collecting everyone's sacred treasures and stashing them away? I get that she loves collecting interesting magical objects and creatures, but you'd think that she would have told Bond that she had his sacred treasure this whole time. Merlin just likes being mysterious, I guess, and then she likes being all clutch in key moments. My guess is that perhaps Merlin was hanging on to the sacred treasure because Bond could not bring out the treasure's full potential until he became much stronger. And now he is finally strong enough to do it. Merlin kind of implies this when she says that after Bond's latest power-up, he will be able to draw out the full potential of the sacred treasure. So it is likely that Bond needed to get stronger before he could master the power of Courechouse. Whatever the reason for Merlin keeping it, I am so excited to see the newly powered up Bond using his sacred treasure to its fullest potential. I can't tell you how much we've all been wondering about Courechouse and whether Bond will ever get to use it, or if Nakaba Suzuki just forgot about it or something. So this is an extremely cool turn of events. The biggest question that I am wondering about now is what kind of special abilities Bond's sacred treasure is going to have. Is it just going to increase the overall power of his attacks? Or does it have a special ability like Meliodas' ability to create clones of himself using Lost Vein? We know that in Purgatory, Bond learned to counter the Demon King's special ability called the Ruler by transferring his power to the Demon King, which actually damaged him as a result of the Ruler's ability. I wonder if this ability to transfer some of his strength onto others will come into play with his sacred treasure as well. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Courechouse will just enhance Bond's existing power, or will it let him use some new special ability? And if you think that his sacred treasure does have a special ability, what do you think that this ability will be? Let me know down in the comments. I always love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like to let me know. And if you're new to AnimeUproar, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AnimeUproar for all the latest 7 Deadly Sins news and updates. Also, don't forget to check out our brand new Bond, Love the Pain, and Escanor All Hail the One shirts on AnimeUproar.com. A huge thank you to all of our AnimeUproar patrons for supporting our work. I want to give a special thank you to our Pro Hero tier patrons, including the one and only Gilgamesh, Chubbs is the Man, and Nothing But a Fan. And another huge thank you to our The One tier patrons, the ones who stand above all other clans, including Baby Ray, Ace, Ingrata, Alolan Adam, Maddie Mac, and Michael Calderon. If you guys feel that our content provides value for you and you want to support more, be sure to check out our Patreon link in the description. Even donating a single dollar will give you access to our AnimeUproar patron exclusive Discord, and your name will appear in our videos along with these amazing people. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys!